Alright everybody, Fabvl here, and what we are doing today is we are actually starting a new series. It's not gaming related this time. This one's actually more in the nerdcore community. So I'm actually going to be starting reactions. So by that, essentially, nerdcore songs come out, I like them, I'm gonna hype them up. Pretty much is the best way to describe that, is I'm gonna hype up these nerdcore songs, and I haven't really heard too many that I haven't really liked a lot, but that's not to say that I'm not objective. Let me clean up my desk a little bit here, make sure my mic doesn't get knocked off. So I'm a little bit upset because I started this with doing Rustage's new track, which I believe was called Hole or Holes, and it was a very sad song about Kakashi. Yeah, I had to get tissues for that. I didn't cry, but you know, got you a little bit dabbing, a little bit upset. So for that, we started with that. But if you're going to see right now on the screen, we are now doing a hype song, or I'm assuming it's going to be a hype song because it's Snaps, Fabvl, and DizzyEight. And if there's one thing that I know, is that I know pretty much relatively what they all sound like, but I don't believe that I can remember I've heard them all on a track where it's just those three. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this going and hopefully all goes well. So let me just get this up and get this started. I forgot, he's doing the dead air intro now. No complaints, it gets all of his points across. Alright. Video by Alcat, that's always nice. Completely forgot to mention, it's called Drip, and it's about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I have seen pretty much nothing about other than the random meme videos and people getting random voice actors to dub some of the scenes and stuff like that for laughs. I know pretty much nothing other than Muda, and then what Daddyphatsnaps did for his, I believe it was his Dio rap. That's pretty much it. I have no actual knowledge of what goes on.
Keep on calling me the man. Later while I do it cause I can.
Okay.
Make your dream my biggest fan. Then I switch it right into the stand. You'll see the other side of me. Covered in the drip, yeah. Come and take a hit, yeah. You gon' see the other side of me.
Alright.
I don't ever miss, nah. Come and see
Look at the drip. Me, I got sauce on the fish.
Alright, that transition from Fabvl to Dizzy, that was actually really good. I remember when I first got into the community, I didn't really, it was really hard for me to differentiate between voices, but now that I know most of the people's voices by hearing it, I wonder how many people just know some of the voices, like I did when I first started, by the effects people would place on them. Like Fabvl's intensity, and then the effects placed on it, that's how when I first heard Fabvl, I knew that was Fabvl versus Rustage or something like that. Like, that was how I knew, and then Divide would always come in with the singing vocals and things of that nature. Game Boy Jones always had the hype and the ad-libs. Like, that was how I knew. But that was a really clean transition, and I was not expecting it to... I know it's called Drip, and I know that's the whole thing, is it's supposed to be, you know, pretty much... just a very just go with it type song. It's like a hype song, but I have no idea what the hell is going on. But anyway, back into it.
Never been one for the talking. Like D.O. he running his lips. He smoking a zip. How you no trip if you think that he matching with this? Been handing out L since I was legit. Opposition know that I'm legit. I carry that muscle, so line up the flex. I'm smooth when I move. Keep my crew never stressed. Get that order. If they come for my neck, get your acting order. Better come in correct. Got that Motorola just to hit the connect. I said order. When I hit it connects, I mean order. Can't nobody object. They destroy you over in your life with the pen. Light them up like a star with a platinum burst. Freeze, don't waste time, I attack him.
So in the beginning, sorry, I'm trying to catch what the double bars are, and I have no idea. He said in the beginning, Sap said he was going to put all double entendres in quotation marks, and they're going over my head. I don't know if that's because it's, you know, if it's because it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, or if I'm just not paying hard enough because you need to get multiple listens to get it. I don't know, but I'm really enjoying Dizzy's flow on this. Like, he has some where he's like very laid back and he's just rolling with the beat, but this one is just, he's going in.
First the world's my story ends when you leave this earth, so please disperse. I punch all I leave is dirt, your life's a plague. I'll stand to relieve its curse. In other words, name is turns who need a hearse, exterminating pests that I need to purge, burn the ash, you don't last to see the urn. I've been the greatest for real. Heavyweight when I carry the steel. Even your girl know that I'm ill. I'm cold, emotions never reveal. Expressions I'm always keeping it chill. Moves I always gotta conceal. How I'm so I swear it's a skill. It's the reason that I'm accredited to feel. I feel like a fable that's told by your parents. The feast that I've finished. You cannot imagine, can't handle the damage. You die if I lend it. My DPS is something truly outlandish. I'm a Mac dog.
He's really gonna go into this referencing everybody else. Alright. I didn't catch a Dizzy bar in there. But maybe somebody else is gonna reference him, or maybe he'll reference himself. Who knows? But I wouldn't have gotten the original Fabvl bit, but right after he said DPS, so I probably would have got it.
And you getting capped, that's no cap with the cap on. I just let it pound like Afdon at your funeral. I got the cap on like
Coming in with the drip, better watch that step or you just might slip. Got the hat to the side with a stone cold face. You can hold that beer and then catch this fizz. Like I'm off this chain, man. Look at this fit. Never smoke you lanes with a cigarette flick. But you all on game, y'all. Look at this bitch. Try to pop that shit, but instead got whipped. The boy so handsome, got his own fandom. When he go platinum, every girl's spasm. And he got hands that go like fat gum. Let it get raw, I don't need no magnum. Me and my stand, yo, we are that tandem. Get ghosted by me and my phantom. Me and my grandpa, dealing out damage. Daddy on the beat, now the whole thing ashes. Yo.
Whew. Alright. I don't know why I got the Stone Cold Austin one. So now it makes more sense. It's the quotations references to different parts. I thought they were their own individual quotations. This means its own thing, which is probably why I didn't get most of the ones in the beginning. But wow. Alright, DPS. I thought there was going to be like Fabvl with a hook in there, because Fabvl loves his hooks and just breaking it up a bit. But it seems like DPS, at least with Trifecta as well, he enjoys the hooks, but he just seems to be just rolling one person into another. And that's very much appreciated, especially with the beats that he's able to produce. They're just phenomenal, and it fits so well with the style that he seems to keep unlocking. Like, it seems like, not that I'm sitting here thinking, oh, this is his standard flow, but it seems like he keeps adding different flows to his repertoire, and it's insane. Because, every nerdcore artist has, like, they have their staple. And Snaps, this has always been his presence. His presence just going in, and then just the commanding presence, as I said, with that just very rhyming every other line type bar scheme of just constant. He doesn't really have too many of the pauses and then flow with it. But when he does, it's noticeable. It's phenomenal.
I'm the kind of guy that draws the heater on himself. I put the metal to my temple when I still have perfect health. Oh no, you're triggered, you ain't hard at all. That makes you useless, D. I go longer, I am stronger. You could never moot on me. You better guess I am approaching. See that swag, it's overflowing, closing, and the power's growing. Order locking, I'm unloading. Can you see the picture clearly now? Your death is here unfolding. That's a water won't protect you. I will send your head a rolling. Disrespected me, my mother, and the whole Crusader crew. Chosen death, I am the one up. This a game you're gonna lose. What you switching up the time on Dio? I could change it too. I turn the seconds into orders, then I order you. Yo, you didn't know that I got it like that. Don't know Jagger, you know, but I'm popping like that. Then I'm popping your cap at the rock and your stab. And I'm pocking your head, make it bop to the rap. You a habit, I level above where you stand. The base of your chest or the thump in my hand. Yo, D to the P to the S. If you Disney, the Fables or Chewy, the best. Keep on calling me the man.
Alright.
I do it 'cause I can. Make your dream my biggest fan. Then I switch it right into the state. You'll see the other side of me. Covered in the drip, yeah. Come and take a hit, yeah. You gon' see the other side of me. Thought it starts to click, yeah. I don't ever miss, nah. Come and see the...
Alright, so go support the original video, as always. I have no idea what was going on in that entire video. So that's why I would just be so confused at parts, because I'm trying to listen to the music, but just chaos is unfolding, and I'm like, should I watch this? I don't know if I should watch this, if I shouldn't watch this, like, what's going on with it? But as always, that is a phenomenal song. I was not expecting it to be Fabvl intro and then straight into Dizzy, straight into DPS, and then head out with Fabvl again. I was expecting something, probably because he just did his whole trifecta thing where it's just one after the other, hard cut. But, wow, just the power and presence that they can all command is just amazing. And just the vocal effects, but the vocal effects don't do everything. You need to have the natural talent yourself. But that is amazing. Wow. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, and more. So, link in the description to the original video. Just get out there and support, man. This was not at all what I was expecting, but it was good.